Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Please turn your devices / players to its max resolution, 4K 60. Back at you with some more Starfield first playthroughs. In today's episode, I'll be showing you how to unlock another secret location on Earth. I'll be showing you how to find a landmark, another landmark, like I showed in 2 previous vids of mine. So with that being said, you need to return to Cairo City for this one, and basically you need to head over to this bookstore. So basically, once you arrive at Aquila City, you want to make your way to the bookstore or bookshop. You can pull out your planetary scanner to help you locate it. It's really not too far from the main entrance of Aquila City. If you have already discovered the bookshop, when you pull out your scanner, if you don't feel like actually walking there, you could fast travel to the bookshop. But I'm going to take the conventional way. And I'm just going to walk over there and walk into the shop, speak with the shop owner, and purchase the book. I almost said purchase. I meant purchase. Forgive me. I'm actually under some meds, so please forgive me. So upon arriving here, you want to speak with the shop owner, who apparently isn't in the shop right now for whatever reason. I'm going to assume realistically because it's nighttime out in the game, obviously. I don't know exactly what time it is in game, but evidently it is sometime in the evening or late at night. And I'm assuming that the shop owner is sleeping, because they're definitely not in the shop. Oh, that's them actually right there walking into the shop, which when I got there I thought it was a glitch or something, that they were invisible, but no, I guess, you know, like any Bethesda game with NPCs walking around and moving about doing NPC-like things.
If you ever find an old Earth printing of City of God,
but basically once you locate the shop owner, which is her, and you speak to her, you want to select all, and you want to purchase this book that I'm going to show you that will basically activate your activities, basically unlocking the landmark location that you're seeking. If you check out my playlist, the Easter egg / location on Earth that I unlocked before was the Oliver Twist book. You have to purchase the Oliver Twist to reiterate on that. But for this one, you need Ancient Civilizations of Egypt. We will be traveling to Earth to visit Cairo. Basically, the iconic pyramids of Egypt. Another real life location that hopefully one day, if things go as well as I hope, I can be fortunate enough to actually visit that location. But for now, Starfield will do. It will give me the closest rendition of that. So I actually did take the long way back to my ship, which is I walked, but I'm going to skip you of the boredom of that. And obviously, you know, when you do this yourselves, trying to unlock these landmark and locations on Earth or wherever else in the game, you can basically just fast travel right back to your ship. Then basically, once you're back on board, your class, whatever ship, class A, B, or C, whichever type level ship you have, once you're back aboard your vessel, you want to plot a course for Earth. Now if you've been there already, you can just fast travel straight from your menu, or you can plot the course and then you can just launch right into orbit, pull out your spatial scanner, and then basically activate your grav drive to begin transport to the location. So now that we've set the course for Earth, we are going to jump right in the pilot's seat and we will initiate takeoff and get ourselves back into orbit of Akela City. Which should take just a few seconds, and initiating launch. We are off. I swear that never gets old. Okay, now that we've arrived back in orbit of Akela City, we are going to pull out our planetary scanners, going to lock on to Soul and initiate grav drive. And we are gone in a blink of an eye. Once again, we have arrived back at the soul system of the maroon planet orbit of once was home, known as Earth. Basically ground zero of the soul system. Now let's go on and land at this third landmark location, which is the famous pyramids in Egypt, Cairo. And man, that sun is beaming. Like, so initially arriving, I was merely astonished and breathtaking by just the sheer level of detail and visuals and vistas that this game has to offer. Can't help it but look up at the sun, as I already could tell when I landed here that it's setting by just looking up at the sky, because there is no lights. Egypt already, like, I've never been there, but it's not like the rest of the world where, you know, there's street lights, and basically in this game there is nothing here. There's a reason why Earth is inhabitable, which, if you go back into the playlists in my earlier vids when I'm joining the Vanguard, they basically explain to you what happened to Earth and why it's desolate and inhabitable now. But like I said, being here, I could automatically tell that the sun was setting, and the first thing that popped up into my mind was, I'm freaking in Egypt at the pyramids of Cairo, and I said to myself, I have to get a photo of this, not just a screenshot, but an in-game photo. And I had to make sure I found the right pose to me that seemed to fit the tone of this magnificent discovery. You know, I have to make Sarah as well cop a pose. She had to pose. I figured she'd say hello, greetings from Cairo, literally, and me just marveling at the success of my finding. While here, like the other two landmarks that I've discovered so far on Earth, there are snow globes that basically you can find and pick up to collect. The first one that I picked up, which was in New York City at the Empire State Building, it gave me an achievement for it. Unfortunately, when I went to London and I picked up the second snow globe for the London Monument or the London Tower, I'm not sure of the name of the building, I forget, but I did not receive an achievement for picking up that snow globe, which is okay. Another thing that I'm enjoying about the game is the fact that they added this survival feature where you have to eat and drink to stay hydrated. Some people was complaining that, having to eat or drink every half an hour is a little bit excessive. I kind of agree, but I'm glad that they actually put the feature in the game, because basically it was there in Fallout. But these are certain things. There's certain features that this game doesn't have that Fallout has, that I feel like, I hope, if I know Bethesda well, which I knew they was going to update the game and give it the graphics and visuals and performance updates that it's already gotten, as well as some other key features and updates. Hopefully they will look at the Fallout games, look at their Skyrim games and say, well, what are some elements from these games that are in here that aren't necessarily in Starfield that they could add on. And if they start doing that, I'm telling you, this is what I already know, which we already seen the proof, which is the surge of the player numbers, players returning to the game from console and PC to see the new features and the new things that's been added to the game. Also, I just couldn't resist either, because unfortunately when visiting the London landmark and the Empire State Building landmark in New York City, unfortunately I couldn't climb or get access to the building. I could only walk around it and just marvel at how huge both buildings are, which one of those buildings I've seen in real life. So being here at the pyramids of Cairo, couldn't help but say, let me try to climb to the top. Will they let me climb the pyramids of Cairo? And they certainly did. I'm literally on the top of the pyramid of Cairo. This is just insane, as the sun is still continuing to set. And once again, I could not help but go into photo mode and just really marvel at the different views, and just, this game is awesome. I mind you, I still haven't even really started to tinker with the photo mode, as I'm quite sure, just like any photo mode or any, camera device offers a range of features on how to enhance or filter or do certain things to the type of photo you're looking to capture and create. Like this is amazing, and I'm gonna be honest, I can't help myself but engage in some trolling and say it, but I have no choice. Yeah, because PlayStation could never, it could never procedurally generate 1,000 different worlds. Never ever. You can take shots and say, oh, the worlds are empty, it's boring. Sure it is. Literally in Cairo, on the top of one of the 3 pyramids in Egypt, the freaking cradle of civilization, where civilization is said to have derived from Egypt, Africa. here digitally. And I also couldn't help myself but jump from the top and say, have a jetpack. Hopefully don't die, which I didn't, but I damn sure just sprained my ankle. Just caught a sprain, because obviously Earth's gravity is Earth's gravity. It's Earth's gravity. That jetpack, I guess I couldn't do it right, or didn't do it right, where I just basically gave myself a sprain from jetpacking down from such great heights. I kind of wish that they had, which pyramid is that? The Pyramid of Giza. I wish they had the Giza pyramid, but you know, these 2 out of the 3 will do. So definitely do this. And as we still continue to watch the sunset, basically at this point I'm looking for the globe, which I didn't realize, but I should have realized that the globe is actually there at the marker. Exactly where you see the marker is exactly where the globe is. But besides it being directly where they're indicating, I still had to take a roundabout of this location and see this whole side of the pyramid for myself. Bethesda just really doesn't get enough credit for how much of a stunning looking game this is. Like, this is absolutely visually stunning. You know, I've seen all the hate that they could possibly receive is about the game. Stupid stuff like, oh, look at the NPCs. Do you see how the NPCs look? Look at this. This is next gen? This is game of the generation? Yeah, it is. I'm sorry, it is. It is. You're entitled. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Opinions are like a-holes. Everyone has one. But for me, this game is just visually, it's up there. Like, out of the games for the past 4 years since the start of the series consoles, the Series S and X, the Weak Station 5, I mean PS5, whatever you want to label it. I tend to call it the Weak Station 5 because that's just how I feel about it. From the start of these current gen, we can no longer call it next gen, these current gen consoles, like Hellblade 2, obviously, you know, I have content on that on the channel, which I do intend on finishing it ASAP. That being the standard and the benchmark for current gen visuals. Everyone has said it, everyone knows it. It has set the standard. But I'd be hard pressed, or a liar. I'd be a damn liar if I say this wasn't visually about, out of all the games that came out, easily top 5, top 10, easily top 5 in visuals. Top 5 or top 10. I couldn't, like, putting it out of the top 5 is almost disrespect. But the only reason why I could understand if you had it outside of the top 5 is if you're basically going off of all the games built in UE5, Unreal Engine 5, and the only 2 games, and to me, out of all it's about 5 or 6, maybe about 5 to 6 total games that has been made for current gen in UE5, and the top 2 is Hellblade 2, second would be RoboCop Rogue City, and then you could say everything else after that. I would say third, maybe Immortals of Avium, fourth, maybe Remnant 2, and there's like 2 other games that's UE5, or 1 other game that I can't necessarily think of right now. But those are the only games that I could say, okay, if you're saying they visually look better, okay, and it's still a little bit iffy. Because like I said, RoboCop Rogue City and Hellblade 2 definitely set the bar for Unreal Engine 5 games. Starting with RoboCop and Hellblade 2 to solidify UE5 and Xbox as the most powerful, best visuals you can get in a game. And we are back at the ship because obviously the sun was setting and basically have run up out of time out of this Easter egg / snow globe location video. Hope you enjoyed it. Want to appreciate you taking the time to give it a watch. If you've made it this far, do me a favor, simply leave a comment, share your thoughts with me, hit that like button, hit the subscribe bell notification so you don't miss any of my variety must-see Series X gaming content and gaming news. And I'll see you on my next one as we get ready to literally call it a night in Starfield. Get in our pajamas and get some rest. Until next time, everyone, peace and be well. Noob out.